Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Path Exile with EclecticAndrew, a gamer. Well, last time we defeated Dominius, and we're just going to look at these little things we picked up here. Ooh, that might not be bad. This might not be bad at all. Yeah, I can craft something onto it. Let's see here. 476. Well, anyways, we will be going on to the next act, now that we've defeated Dominius. However, I just want to pick up this ring, put my right wing. That should boost me up quite a bit. Extra life. Oh yeah, look at that life. Fire damage, lightning damage, resistance. Yeah, it should be good. I also have this unidentified jade amulet. I want to identify it now. Adds dexterity, adds strength, adds accuracy, adds projectile speed, movement speed, and projectile damage. I'm gonna put that on. Why? Why not? It should, I believe, as I've thought about it after realizing I had that. I think it will definitely be a big boost to me.
Bring me back
So everything I don't need or want or whatever. Put currency in the stash. Maybe think about leveling these up. I don't know. We'll save them for later. And continue into Act 4, into the Aquaduct, for the first time today. The stench of thaumaturgy reeks in this water, doesn't it, Witchy? Well.
When I'm ready, and
Whoa.
not before.
What did I just crit? I throw one shot of my attack and it crits. Crits the whole screen there. Well, this is an aqueduct. One of many of coming, spawning off? Spouting off or something from the top of this mountain. It's kind of like got a lake up there in the mountainside, and we gotta make our way to our town next to that lake. Or lakes, considering what's up there. Okay, so all we have to do is follow the water. Really nothing else to say about that. Ooh, a Vol area. Yeah, sure, let's dive into this Vol area. Whoa, monsters do more damage. Let's see, they do more damage, and 15% increased quality or quantity of items found in the area. So I'm supposed to be finding more items from monsters in here. As the monsters are doing more and more damage to me. Yes, I need more mana. See that. Let me hit the button. Woo! Damage. Look at this damage I'm doing. I like Wanderers. Especially the wand-slinging Wanderers. Very nice. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. Speaking of the wrong way, I just saw a video today that I'm making this video of somebody also showing off tips and tricks to map through the campaign of Path Exile. I thought that was neat. I'll talk about it more later because he's got a second part coming from today, from it being made, because he just made the first episode today. He's going through Acts 1 through 5 today. The video just went up 9 hours ago as I'm recording this. And it's... wow. Yeah, I walk through the Valley of the Shadow of Death. Yeah, I don't like that. Not what I just said. That's from a song, really, that I like. And I know it's from the Bible, I believe, as well. That or Shakespeare. Who knows? Not me. I don't study enough to know what things I say come from. I just hear things I like and I say them. Not entirely, but sometimes. But anyways, the song that I referenced was I Walk Through the Valley of Shadow of Death. I wear my crown of thorns and hold the knife on my chest. Man of many words, but a man of few deeds. Very good song. Now, as we can see here, that I'm taking every now and then. There's these little offshoots of the aqueduct. Kind of going over like they're supposed to be bridging a gap between somewhere and something, but no. Every one of them is going to be a dead end. Otherwise, sometimes you can cross the aqueduct itself through some of these crashed boats. It seems like this aqueduct was used in some fashion to be a transport of goods. I don't see why anybody would make a aqueduct like this that would reach up to a... Well, maybe it was a lock system from the Sarn Empire. You know what a lock system is? It's where they kind of boat you into a river, and you get into a lock, and they have it closed in front of you, and they close it behind you when you get in. Then they start pumping water from the lock you're going into to the lock you're in. So you technically rise. So when you get up to the same water level as the second lock, they open the front door and let you through to the second lock. Oh wow, we're already done. Whenever we see this note, if I can kill this monster, we'll read it.
I need more mana.
Captain Vincente. Captain, my captain. Oh, from Piety. Yeah, Vincente didn't live, I think. I just killed a bunch of undead blackguards. Yep, and she thought these people were parasites, but let us talk to them and see what they have to say for themselves to us. Killer of Piety and Dominius. Dr. Dialla. Dahlia's here. Hello, Kira.
The gates to you for two
Oh,
reasons only.
really? That's why you opened the
Dominius
gates. Sweet.
And piety. They made themselves
Yes,
our
I did make them
enemies.
dead.
You made them dead.
The beast?
Now, Oyan
We've heard of
believes
that
there is
before.
A third reason. The beast
You want us
is
to make
our
something called the
enemy.
beast dead
Perhaps
as well.
you can make it dead as well. I have seen the look in Piety's eyes. I see the look in your eyes, witch.
Oh,
It is
well,
not as
trust me,
different as
Piety and
I
I are
hoped.
quite different.
No matter. The knife in your hand is better than the spear in the rack.
I don't know if you mean your rack or the rack behind you. Because she's the weapon seller, she stacks racks up on the, weapons up on racks behind her
Oyan
to
has
sell.
ordered me to help you.
To trade with us.
you. I have risked much to gather weapons and armor for this Akara.
That's one of the
I've
Marikath
scavenged
words.
on the fringes of Vol's encampment and scouted the dead city. Let us see if you can offer any value.
I guess she
in
means
return.
more the encampment or the families of the Marikath.
I'm
But that's
watching.
Kira. Who are these
You are
two?
most welcome here, sister.
They
What you
look
did back
decidedly
there in
different
Sarn
from
was truly
Marikath.
Don't get me wrong. Piety, the rest, they had it coming.
Oh, Vanja calls
There's
us
no
sister.
one like that here. These Mariketh, they're good people.
She knows that. Please, sister, ignore Pataris.
Huh. Cool. Wonder where
My
they're from if they're
grandfather
not
was a
from
captain
around
in the
here.
Ebony Legion. My father too,
Oh.
and me. Just following the
Betrayus
path
was
that had been laid
captains
out.
in the Ebony...
Until you
His
met
family
me.
was captains in the Ebony
Yes,
Legion.
until I met the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen.
Behind
Aw.
bars. An exile waiting to become an experiment. Not
Oh,
quite
no.
how I imagined meeting the man of my dreams.
I realized then that I wasn't part of the Ebony Legion anymore. I'd become a blackguard like every other damned legionnaire in
Oh,
Sarn,
congratulations.
taking orders from
Freed
the
her.
Nightmare.
Pataris freed me and led us here.
I'd heard about the Mariketh from those few legionnaires who survived the assault on
Oh,
Highgate.
cool.
And I talked them into harboring us.
Vanya can
Yes,
be
very
when she wants to
persuasive.
be.
I can buy it. I believe it. What do you have to say about
is a
Kira?
racist bully with that fancy hair crest of hers stuck so far up her.
Come on, Vanya. She's a warrior. It's not her job to be nice. It's her job to defend...
Look all lithe and sweaty when you're watching her train.
Jeez.
That's the only job you're interested in.
I'm studying the Mariketh fighting style.
Sure you
Aw,
are.
Vanja's
sweetie.
getting jealous.
We've a few bits and pieces lying about that might
Oh,
help
they're
what's
trading
to come.
posts as well.
Bits in pieces. I risked my neck to salvage those
Yes,
artifacts.
Betrayus and
I know,
Vanja
sweetie,
are
I really
the
appreciate your
currency
artifacts.
You
and
didn't say that when I brought them in. You said, is that...
skill
We've been
gem
on for ages.
vendor.
And you think you could do a quicker job?
Yes, if you'd let me, yes.
No. Not for all the jewellery in the world. What if I lost you?
Okay.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to lose her. That's cute.
We have charms and regalia sourced at great risk from some of the most dangerous places in Rayclast.
Aw,
Better?
they're a sweet couple.
Thank you.
Aren't they sweet? And Kira is the weapon and armor vendor. What do they have to say about the beast?
Before coming here, Piety talked about it. I suppose she
Piety
saw no point
talked
in
about
keeping
it.
secrets from the people she was planning to murder.
I'm so sorry, Vanya.
God, it's not your fault, Pataris. But Piety used to say that the beast was the source of her power. How she managed to turn poor men and women into those things. She kept using a phrase. What was it?
Transmogrification.
Transmogrification. I heard her assistants talk about it too.
Oh, like the
Power to
Philosopher's
change the world
Stone.
into anything you like.
Bloody scary power in the hands of someone like Piety.
Bloody scary powerful stop.
Yeah, no matter who wields that power, it seems to be very deadly and serious and scary.
What do you need now?
Oh, what does
As
Kira
we
have to say
give
about
strength
Patreus
to
and
the
Venja?
outside, we grow weaker on the inside. First, there was Pataris and Vanya.
You think so?
Now there is you. It shows how little faith Oyan has in us.
I'm sure she's not
in her
showing
own
admiration
Akara,
and
that she will
having us
treat
join you.
blackguards and exiles with such admiration.
Just needs to look
Go
for
where
some
you are
fresh
needed.
blood. Not fresh blood per se, but...
I am Tasuni.
Ah, hello,
Peers
Tusani.
into the gloom. Who hears the black
little bit of a
hearts
monk.
that thunder within the mountain deep?
Who hears the
If you
black hearts
seek
that thunder within the mountain deep?
Find a torch. If you seek to understand the nightmare, I can help.
What's he
feel
talking about the
your way through
nightmare for as well?
darkness.
Like, jeez, this guy's supposed to be on our
stare
side.
into the eyes of madness, witch. I see a hunger for power that nightmare would most generously satiate, should you choose to ask it.
Like, we want power, right, Richie? We don't want
Kira
power.
rides more swiftly and strikes more truly than any other Dakara here. If only she could learn to think as swiftly
Yeah, you
as
don't think she
rides,
speaks truthfully?
and speak as truly as she strikes. Better and worse are judged not on the talents one prizes,
Yeah, probably
but
true.
the talents one needs. Pataris and Vanya, two mouths
Two mouths that speak from one
mind.
mind. That's cute.
When together, they express some quite interesting thoughts. When apart, well, half a thought isn't really even a thought, is it?
They're so sweet. And he wants to trade divination cards. What's a divination card? Well, we've picked up a few of those here and there. There are those little cards I told you about before that you get like 8 of them and you trade them into a vendor like Jasani, and he will give you the reward off the card. Hey, Dialla's here.
The time has come, not a cockroach, to crawl up into the bowels
Oh, really?
of this nightmare, traverse its innards,
I hope
and
not
rip
going
out
in
its corrupted
backwards.
heart. Oyun will help us.
She
Go
will help
on
us?
now. Hobnob with the Maraketh matriarch. Learn what needs to be learned, and quickly.
Really?
There's a filthy
tiger!
darkness down in
Big
that
tiger!
mountain, and it's reeking with impatience to meet you.
Well, let us see what...
Don't die,
I don't care about
please.
that.
You
Let us
come
see
to
what the
us, a woman like
matriarch
us,
has to
and
say.
yet nothing like us. While we cloak ourselves in tradition and war, you cloak yourself in thaumaturgy and fear.
Oh, really?
And that is why you will kill the beast.
Where
within
she's supposed to be the
mountain.
leader and elder of the
Lady
village, she
Dialla
seems to
has
take a lot of
told me
advice from
this.
Dialla, apparently.
She has much faith in you, witch. The question is...
I wonder how long they've known each
can
other.
we Maraketh
Yes,
share
I believe
in
you
her
can.
faith?
Share in her faith. We will destroy any
Forever
monster we
Deshret sealed the
desire.
mines, trapped the nightmare within its black den. The beast should never have been
Oh,
imprisoned.
interesting. There's some mines here.
The beast
Heidi
should have
spoke
been
of them
destroyed,
outside in the
yet
note.
for all her ferocity, it seemed that Deshret lacked the courage to do so.
Oh no.
And now, after 2 centuries guarding this hole in the ground, this Akara lacks the strength.
Oh no, I'm
You
sure
are
you have
not
some
Deshret,
strength.
and you are not one of us. You will succeed where we have failed.
I'm sure I can see. I'm sure any one of us can
Deshret's banner will break
succeed.
the seal and open the mines. It was taken from her when she fell to Vol.
What?
The Briton
Oh,
Emperor.
Deshret's fell to Vol?
Take the stairs to the southwest.
Oh, that little
Ascend
traitor. He
to
must
the
have betrayed her
Dry
when
You
during
shall
that
have no
war.
trouble finding
The
the
Thousand
Briton
Ribbon
Emperor.
War.
You'll smell him before you see him.
Oh, we'll smell him before
Bring
we see him?
Deshret's banner home.
Apparently Vol
and
fell
you will be
himself
free to
in
pass
this
into the
area
darkness as you wish.
in his march of anti-corruption.
The Maraketh once stood united under Deshret's banner. That was before the plagues, the tempests...
sounds like the cataclysm we've heard so much about on our way here.
Deshret rode here with this Akara, the Kiato, to put an end to the beast curse. And upon the very threshold of the darkness, she faltered. Perhaps she saw that King Calm had gone there before her and not returned. Or perhaps the nightmare simply overcame.
No, I'm sure she had more courage than that nightmare could dominate.
Courage. Either way, she chose not to ride into the mountain to slay the beast. She closed and sealed the mines and committed this Akara to Highgate's guardian.
Some things need to be guarded, even
the
darkness.
Tempests, the plagues, they passed. Of their own accord, or because of Deshret's seal, we do not know. But what I do know...
Well, was it just a curse, or was it also a blessing?
When Deshret vowed to watch over these mines, she simply traded one curse for another. Vol and his unmen have dipped their fleshless claws into the lifeblood of the Maraketh since the day this Akara tethered its roar here. Such is the way with men of war. Remove their tongues,
yet still they thirst for
blood. Remove their bellies, yet still they hunger for battle.
Ew.
Remove their manhood.
You telling me you've been disembodying these undead creatures for the time you've been living here?
I will make allies of whomever I deem useful.
Yeah, that's a good way to put what Kira seems so just unhandedly distrustful of.
It is Pitaris and Vanya who give meaning to those actions. This Akara has not mixed with other than its own for over 200 years. The outside world has now discovered us. So
that's a long time to be isolated.
We discovered it. Kira has the blood of Deshret in her veins and the bonds of Deshret in her mind. Her loyalty to her Akara is admirable.
Really?
Her loyalty to the past is not. Tasuni has been corrupted since the day he was born.
Don't say that.
Maraketh tradition would have it that such a warped child be left upon the moonlit plain for the gods to adopt. Tasuni was not taken by the gods that night. Such a thing has never happened before in our Akara. Now we know why. Tasuni is a man caught between two worlds. Our world of light and
maybe he has a magic mirror we can use to go back and forth between them.
He is our scout in the black. And without him, Nightmare would remain beyond our understanding.
True.
And an enemy you cannot know is an enemy you cannot fight.
We need understanding and knowing of our enemies to fight them. What of Dialla, though?
Wishes the beast dead. But why? Why would a nightmare
Yeah, she does seem a little nightmarish, doesn't she?
A question of great interest, yet little importance. It does not matter why the sun rises and sets, as long as it continues to do so.
Well, sometimes it matters.
Go where you are needed.
Not a cockroach.
What do you have to say about Vol?
Pure, they called him.
Yes.
Vol the murderer. I call him.
True.
In his name, an emperor was murdered. In his name, an empire was murdered. Yes, it was Malachi's lips that kissed me. Yes, it was Malachi's hand that led me to the rapture. No, and no again.
What's this rapture you speak of, Dialla?
That put me there.
You're not going to tell us? No? Maybe we'll learn of it another time. Up here is, the entrance to the mines, Deshret's seal, and Nico, Master of Death.
Seems like the rain's brought out a few worms. Don't think I'm an easy mark, Exile. I've spent more than enough time around Exiles to know which way the dagger's pointing, and I'll happily give it a shove in your direction.
Won't shove it at us. Won't shove it at you. Oh, he's conducting a dig. Maybe it's an archaeological dig.
The sort of enterprise that could make someone with your particular skill set a very handsome living. Don't worry.
Ah, yes. Why smash rocks at all? Let us smash skulls. Or pumpkins even. Smashing pumpkins.
Skulls, eh? Goodbye.
Well, we'll figure out more about Nico when we open the mines.
Yes?
Other than that, what else does everyone have to say about everyone else?
When it all went bad. If anyone can help put things right...
Why would she? Ray class has been like
Aha,
this for almost
300
300 years. What's made her want to do something about it now?
She's the Gemling Queen, Vanya. There's
Yay,
no way
now we have a
can understand what
timeline
goes
for
on
when
in
everything's
mind
gone down.
affairs.
I know. And that's precisely what worries me.
Yeah, that does worry a person sometimes when you don't know what's going on in someone's mind.
Oyun gave us a
Especially
home.
someone like 300 years old.
Appreciate the good ones when you find them in Ray class.
It's not like there are many.
True, true. What about Tasuni?
He's a con man.
But
Wow,
Tara
man.
doesn't understand him.
I understand that he gets his every need catered for by talking in riddles and telling
The
lies.
truth about the nightmare. He makes sense of the chaos as best he can.
How can we possibly know whether what he's telling us is the truth or not?
We can't. But who else is there to ask?
Well, ask me. I'm about to go marching in there, see what I can do about putting a dagger in
Take
its
care.
heart.
Yes.
Ugh.
I've led many a war party against Vol and his unmen, and I've seen too many of my Dakara die. I shall look for your return, but I shall not expect it.
You have access to all these skill gems in this world, and you can't kill a
Oyan
few
is
zombies.
my Sikema, my commander. I am her Dakara, her warrior. I defend this Akara as Oyan sees fit.
Ooh.
Whether Oyan is
Ooh.
fit to see what is
Shade.
best for this
Shade is thrown.
tribe, it is not for me
Political
to say.
shade.
My mother gave Tasuni to the gods. The gods gave him back, and I thank them for it every day. Given the choice, I would never have chosen
Interesting.
Tasuni as my
Never would have
brother.
thought she'd say this based on
But
what
then,
happens to
family
this
is not
game.
about what you want. It is about what you need.
Y'all,
When a woman forgets how to die, a woman forgets
wouldn't
how
doubt
to
that.
live. Deshret said that to her Dakara on the day
Aha,
she killed
yes, she killed
Titushus,
Tidicus
scourge of the Maraketh.
during that war.
I say this of Dialla. When a woman
Yeah, she's been
knows
alive at
nothing
least
of
once,
life,
but she seems to
how
care
can
for at
she
least one
care
thing.
For the living?
Bitter, bitter revenge.
I'm watching you.
Let's go kill Vol. Why don't we? This is the dried lake.
How do I keep ending up in such lovely
Yes,
places?
which it is odd to keep ending up in such beautiful places, isn't it? It is the most lovely lake.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Oh, you need more mana already? That's the cost of using so many spells at the same time. You need more mana. Oh, the Sanctum's still in the game. Oh, by the time you're watching this, the Sanctum is long gone. We should have something called the Crucible in store now. However, I've heard about some of the changes already to the Crucible passive tree. I don't think what I'm gonna do, if you're seeing this, you'll figure it out by the next time, by the next episode of mine. Probably. Because the Forbidden Sanctum should be getting cut out patched out of the game in a few days. Because Crucible was starting in about 3 days' time. And then, as I've heard, Forbidden Sanctum is not being put into the main game at the moment. You know, the standard mode. Or any mode whatsoever. But, by the time you see 1 or 2 next episodes, maybe, I'll figure it out. I'll have figured out whether what I want to do. If what I'm going to do is either I'm going to continue this character in the Crucible as a new character, as a new tune, with a slightly changed tree or whatnot, and probably different items because you can't carry over items from standard, which this character will get put into once the Forbidden Sanctum is patched out. And that will be interesting. Or if I will be continuing to play this character, this tune, EclecticAndrew Witch 1, in the Standard League. The Standard mode of Path of Exile. Where there's no Super League mechanic, however, there is probably going to be a lot of saved up currency from the years and years I've been playing this game in my stash tab. Of course, then also there's a bunch of unique items I have in my standard stash.
Trespass.
Oh boy, if you see the mess my standard stash is. I have so much stuff in that stash. It's almost as much stash as you can get in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. The more stash you have, the more critical everything you do, and I'll do my best to quiet that down. What just went off.
Thaumaturgy just keeps getting the better
For
of
killing
you,
Vol, we
doesn't
get
it,
Death's
Vol?
Banner. And yes, Thaumaturgy just keeps getting the better of him. Let's hear his confession.
To care for this empire with my eyes open.
Oh really? You lied to
I
yourself
lied
and your
to my
people. That's bad. Very bad of an emperor to do.
Blinded by my lust for purity, I placed my faith in the most corrupt
Ew.
of men. I watch now as my
They
legion
fall, they
dies,
rise.
their flesh melting from their twisted
Oh.
bones. They fall and rise. A tale of mortal death and eternal
Really?
damnation. I feel it now in my own flesh. The heat,
Huh.
the corruption. I have failed you, my empire of purity.
Seems like he and his crew made base here and was attempting to enslave, take over the mountain, attack the mountain, find that beast, maybe. Because Destra was here, and strange, she sealed the mines, then he killed her. I mean, it seems like he betrayed her after that rebellion the two of them led to take out Hector.
I need more mana.
Of course, Vol wanted to take out Chittis and the remnants of his empire because Hector was one of Chittis' favorite generals. And Destra hated Hector because of the way he
When I'm ready, and not
basically
before.
committed war crimes against the Marikath. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, I want to defend my playing in Standard and using all these unique items. It's gonna be okay, because even if I wasn't using all these unique items, the campaign is so easy anyways. It's not gonna make any difference anywhere before the 10th act. It's not gonna make a difference in the 6th act when there's a change in what you would consider a standard of the game, and it's not going to make a difference in the 10th act. It might make a difference in the end game, but the campaign is supposed to be so easy. I mean, I'm already almost 30 episodes into this LP. I'm not done. I'm not halfway done. Not going to be halfway done for a little bit. What do I want to spend that skill point on? I'll have to think on that. Well, with Death's Banner in hand, we can go and unlock the mine, because that's what we need to unlock the mine. So, the mine will be up here. Sealed with this white pearly gate.
Ooh,
Yes, Nico, look at that.
Look at that.
And I believe that will be all for today. I think we'll leave it here. Me and Eclectic Witchy right here. We'll leave it here and say goodbye to you, and until next time, have fun and take care. Bye-bye.